digit thousands stacks.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 21 Ultimate Team. You guys can see on the screen, we ended up adding a new player to the team. He actually was on the team last episode, but I kind of forgot to talk about him. 81 overall, Ultimate Kickoff Jordan Brooks. Pretty cool card. I like that they actually added him to the game. This was a while ago. I think they added these cards. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the gameplays. It's just that I've been streaming some games. So for those of you that have caught those, you've seen the updated team and some of the other players we've had. But I'm a little bit behind. But we did actually have Jordan Brooks last game, and I think he may have made a few tackles, but he didn't do anything crazy, so I figured I'd just go ahead and show the card in this gameplay, and he was a significant enough of an upgrade for me to go ahead and show him. I mean, he is really a starting linebacker for us with that 84 speed. Going to be really good, you know, hopefully to user, and also him being a Seahawk adds to our Seahawk chemistry, which is easily the highest on our team because I have a lot of guys that are Seahawks because we have Max Strong. He actually has ×3 Seahawk chemistry, so I'm getting that up there, which is nice. It's right here, 1st and 10. Yikes, bouncing off his hands. This was during a string of games, like for those of you that were playing head-to-head seasons or just playing the game in general, when there was a little patch that came out where everybody was dropping the pass. You just saw Andre Johnson drop the pass, hit him right in the fucking hands on an out route. Really easy. Our tight end dropped one a second ago. Everybody was just dropping balls. Like they were all just hitting him right in the hands. But for some reason, they were straight up just dropping them. Now, they came out with the patch right after that, and since then, I haven't really noticed anything, so I just assumed it fixed it. So that's good. But getting back into this game, you know, dropped passes and all, we ended up getting a field goal out of that drive. And this dude throws an interception with, throws an interception with Patrick Mahomes to Dante Johnson. This dude threw a lot of picks in this game. I can't remember if that was number 1 or 2. Either way, we have 3 points on the board. We're trying to go ahead and put ourselves up by 2 scores. And unfortunately, right there, I sounded like a New Yorker right there. I came through with a little accent. Anyway, I went to Tyler Lockett in the right side of the end zone, and unfortunately he could not make that aggressive catch. Would have been really cool if he did, but unfortunately he could not. But we're back on defense, and we do have a 6-0 lead, and we get a pick with Sam Mills. Just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? Dude made a absolutely horrendous read. This guy, I don't know what his deal was, but he had a lot of trouble making some reads early in this game, and he was just chucking up some balls that were obviously not going to be completed, and that I was playing perfectly. I mean, it was really easy. As right now, you see me taking off with Lamar and also diving. Yeah, that's my bad. It's right there. We actually act a donkey in the backfield. Sometimes the RPO stretches get me. I press triangle too late, and he ends up hurtling. Done that a few times in videos. But this was during a string of games where I did not know that they changed the button layout for slides from just tapping square to double tapping it as Eddie George gets in for our first touchdown of the game to finally break through and get ourselves into the end zone, and that does finally make it 2 scores. And you know, after all the drop passes and stuff, we do end up getting ourselves into the end zone, which is obviously great because it puts us up by 2 scores, now 13-0, as Dante Jackson comes up with his 2nd interception of the game. Another just odd pass from this dude. I don't know if he was just hoping for aggressive catch cheese. I mean, that's obviously what he was hoping for. There's no other reason why he would be taking this many deep shots to all these receivers that are just very low percentage throws. But anyway, up 13-0. Feel like we should be up by a lot more at this point. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Continuing to try to run with Lamar. You guys can see, you know, I'm not really running right now, but we do end up trying to run a few more times. And as I was saying before, the sliding, they ended up changing it from tapping the button once to tapping it twice. So I didn't know that for the longest because it seems like such a weird, unnecessary, dumb change. I don't know why they even changed the button layout to begin with. Really dumb. It just kind of pisses me off because there's no reason to change it. It was just fine. You just fucking confuse people, and also you fuck up buttons. Like, my biggest complaint so far this year is that they changed the audible button on defense from L1 to R1, and that makes it so when you try to make late adjustments or say somebody quick hikes you guys have seen me complain about it or seen me do it many times, especially if you've watched the streams, I end up like going for a strip as I'm making an adjustment, so it fucks me up, especially when I'm on the safety. I really hate it. Just the button layout has honestly been my biggest complaint of this year, along with the game straight up just not working at times and not wanting to load you into stuff. But anyway, I'm getting on a rant, but whatever. I get my 2nd user pick of the game, trying to get these words out, but we end up getting our 2nd user pick. Just throw it at me, man. Why the fuck not? 2-time, first time with Sam Mills, 2nd time with Darnell Savage, and that finally makes this guy get the fuck out of here. We were up 16-0, so we were up 2 full scores. I was really confident because the dude could not complete a pass. The only pass he did complete ended up being a legal lineman downfield. So, poor guy. I think he was 0 for 5 with 4 interceptions. Really bad. Patrick Mahomes looked like a dead fish. So, anyway, we end up winning that game 60-0. All my complaints and all, we talked over a game where it was really easy to win. So, going into game 2, this is the real barn burner. This ended up being a good game. This guy had a good team, really solid. Had some guys with superstar abilities, stuff like that. But we do end up holding him to a punt on the first drive, even though Shaquille Griffin did end up dropping a pick on the very first play. Straight up bounced off his hands. I guess that whole patch affected corners as well. Or Shaquille Griffin just has stone hands. Neither one would fucking surprise me. 2nd and 7, we take off with Lamar Jackson, get ourselves a first down on a read option. 1 rush for 9 yards. 1st and 10, running with Eddie George, of course, because Eddie George is the backbone of our offense. And not only our offense, our entire team, because our defense sucks. I mean, last game, we were facing somebody that made Stevie Wonder reads all day, so wasn't that impressive of a defensive performance. I mean, we could have had a bronze defense, probably would have made plays against that guy. So, going into this game, we got to show the fuck up on defense, and of course, we got to show up on offense. As right now, I think we have 5 rushes with Eddie George for 17. Not insanely ideal, as Larry Fitzgerald lets that one hit him right in the fucking chest. Beautiful throw by Lamar, and it is straight up dropped. In the next play, we throw an interception. I would be more mad at myself or Lamar for throwing that pick, but you just get the wind knocked out of you when you have a receiver drop a 2nd and 11 to give you a fresh set of downs like that, especially when it almost puts you in field goal range. Absolutely fucking killer. So that sucked really, really badly. And this dude comes back out after punting, gets the ball right back, and scores with Bo Jackson. Yes, he has Bo Jackson. I don't know what overall Bo Jackson that is. I can only assume that it is a pretty high overall one, considering all the other players he has on his team. We find Tyler Lockett for a good gain right there. 1 for 3, I think is what we are with Lamar Jackson. Not great. 1st and 10, we find Eddie George for really nothing. That's not great either. You know, Eddie George, he's a solid receiver. He does what we need him to do, but, you know, catches like that, he's really not going to be able to make anything happen after the catch. 3rd and 4 now, Lamar Jackson backing up, finding Larry Fitzgerald down the middle of the field. Thank God he holds on to that one and moves the chains to the 38-yard line. Lamar Jackson backing up, rolling out, rolling right, finding George Kittle with a little tippy toe on the right sideline to the 25-yard line. We are moving right now. We have got to score on this drive, and Lamar is just firing dots. We get ourselves to the 4-yard line with the catch to Tyler Lockett, and Eddie George finishes off this drive with a touchdown to tie this game up at 7. And, of course, it is Eddie George to go ahead and finish it because the man is a beast. And I guess they ended up releasing like new captain tokens and stuff, so I got him up to a 91. This game he is like an 88 or 89, whatever the max was before. But now he's a 91, so he's even more beastly. So that should be fun in the new gameplays with him being even better than he already is. And he's already the backbone of our entire team and an absolute tank. So a minute 16 left in the second quarter. This dude, he's looking to score. And right now he's starting off pretty good at the 42-yard line with 3 timeouts. Still hasn't burned one yet. 50 seconds left. Hurries up. Lets it run down all the way to 22 seconds. Has not called a timeout yet. I don't know about that one. And 17 seconds left now. Incomplete pass. He still has all 3 of his timeouts. 3rd and 5. Ends up finding his receiver wide open. That is Rob. Wait, is that Rob? No, Tony Gonzalez, not Rob Gronkowski. It's 1st and 10. He goes to the end zone, and Richard Sherman was right there, and he dropped the pick. Honestly, if there was anybody on my defense I thought would catch a pick, I thought it would be Sherman. They probably gave him good catching. I mean, the dude was a former receiver, for Christ's sake. He had 8 interceptions 2 years in a row, but unfortunately he cannot come up with a pick. He kicks a field goal. We come out at half. We make a Stevie fucking Wonder read, man. Absolutely horrible on my part. I don't know what it was doing. I was trying to lob it over Arenas Williams, I believe is who it was, and just try to find George Kittle in stride, and unfortunately, it's picked. So he gets the ball at the 25-yard line now. 3rd and 9, though. We jump the route. We don't pick it, but we break it up. It bounces up into the air, and Sam Mills comes up with his 2nd interception of the video, man. 2 separate games, but 2 picks for Sam Mills. That's huge for Master. Very happy to get those, and very happy that our pick did not end up being anything crazy as we get the ball right back. Yes, it is a longer field, but goddamn, after that read, I don't care. I'm just happy he did not score. And only down 3, we can definitely make this a game right now as we see Tyler Lockett running wide open. Or is that Tyler? No, that guy's too big to be Tyler. It must have been Andre Johnson. But he's not able to make that catch. 2nd and 10, we try to fire a absolute mega dot to George Kittle, and unfortunately, it is not there. So 3rd and 10, we really, really, really need to convert. and we're looking and we don't see anything. We take off with Lamar Jackson and we don't get there, get to the 33. I have a judgment call to make. I decide to go for it. 4th and 3, rolling out to the right. Our running back, I think that was Eddie George, made a really good block on that guy, knocked him down, and we're able to go ahead and get the last 3 yards to get that first down with Lamar Jackson. So our drive continues now at the 41-yard line. Eddie George, and now running a play action to Eddie George. I thought I was going to hand it off to him again. I even faked out myself, but we do end up passing to him for a few more yards to get us to the 47. 3rd and 4, we decide to run, and his D tackle destroyed me. Richard Seymour, I believe, got through on that. So 4th and 2, we decide to lob it to Tyler Lockett, and it's so beautiful. He's gonna not make the catch. Wow. That is fucking backbreaking. I don't know how he did not make that catch. That ball looked like it was right there, and then we almost have a pick with Darnell Savage. Would have been his second of the video. The dude dodges a bullet right there and somehow fires a dot to his guy. And unfortunately, we don't even have time to blink after Lockett ended up missing that pass. I'm still freaking out over it. I remember fucking playing this game and just being so pissed because it looked like that ball skinned his helmet. I straight up, I don't know why he didn't at least put his hands out. The ball looked on the money. And unfortunately, right now, we're having to call our timeouts. With 1:52 left, we're starting to call them, and we use 2 of them. And Bo Jackson gets the first down, and up by 3 points. We have to hold this dude to a field goal and hope he keeps running plays because right now we could run the clock out. A 2nd and goal, runs with his fullback. 3rd and goal, runs with his fullback again, and unfortunately, he finds his way into the end zone, and that pretty much spells death. 17-7 is going to be the score with 43 seconds left, and unfortunately, we're going to come out of this one with the L. Ultimately, it came down to Tyler Lockett not putting his hands out, not trying to make the catch. I don't know why. The ball looked there. You know, if it wasn't there, that's fine. But it really looked like it was right there. I mean, the pass was perfect. There was pressure and everything, but it looked like a good throw. You know, I don't know if it says pressured or that's why it didn't end up getting completed, but it looked like a good throw to me. And ultimately, that drive was the drive we needed. You know, after we ended up not scoring anything there, not even getting a field goal to tie the game, the dude took full advantage, ended up scoring with Bo Jackson. Scored with his fullback, but had the game-sealing run with Bo Jackson for all intents and purposes. So a really good game. You know, the dude played really good. Unfortunately, we're not able to come out with a dub, but we did get a very good win in the first game. You know, we held that guy 0 for 5 with 4 interceptions. Unfortunately, we were not able to come through in game number 2, but overall, I think a few good games, man. You know, we had a good one that we won, and then we had a really tough one that came down to the wire that unfortunately we couldn't pull out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, I'm out. Peace.